Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lulu explodes, Valentin gives a tough talk, and Sunny makes a shocking decision. On the next episode of General Hospital, Lulu and Dante have an explosive encounter, Valentin gives bad news to Charlotte, and Sunny's life takes an unexpected turn. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 3, 2025 suggest that a preview clip depicts an action-packed episode. For starts, Lulu Spencer blasts Dante Falconeri. Next on General Hospital, Valentin Cassadine tries to explain to a grieving Charlotte Cassadine. Additionally, Sasha Gilmore Corbin confides in Felicia Scorpio. Lulu Spencer's explosion. GH spoilers for Friday, January 3 show that she traveled to Prague to get her kid. However, Lulu was unaware that Charlotte had informed Valentin about the secret meeting. Of course, Dante was not far behind Lulu. Then, Valentin and Charlotte escaped as a gunshot struck a cafe window in Prague. In Friday's preview footage, Lulu is expected to blast Dante in a hotel room. Lulu screams, saying that was her one chance to get Charlotte, and she blames Dante for losing her child forever. GH spoilers, Valentin Cassadine explains. Meanwhile, Valentin and Charlotte relax in a stopped car. Charlotte is in tears as Valentin tries to explain. Valentin tells Charlotte that in order to be safe, she must obey his rules. However, Charlotte plainly adores and misses her mother. So, let's see if Charlotte takes a stance or silently follows her papa's commands. Charlotte has always been a sweetheart, but she is also a teenager with a strong and determined personality. So I could imagine her going against her father, even if it meant breaking her heart. In fact, I see a lot of Lulu in Charlotte, so her abrupt stance is not surprising. Sasha Gilmore Corbin's confidant. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 3 show Sasha opening up to Felicia. Sasha informs Felicia that there is something she should know. However, I don't think Sasha will discuss Michael Corinthos. Sasha might not even admit she is pregnant. This conversation could merely be about Sasha's plans to return to the Hamptons. Felicia has been really sweet to Sasha after the paternity discovery. Felicia has also ensured that Sasha feels a member of the Scorpio family. So, while Sasha may ask Felicia to keep the knowledge to herself, she does not want the young woman to go. It would be typical of Felicia to slip the information in order to persuade Sasha to stay. General Hospital spoilers, Friday, January 3, 2025 Curtis Ashford will also speak with Nina Reeves in today's episode. Meanwhile, Michael is in Aurora and agrees to do something. Sunny makes a life-changing decision. General Hospital spoilers for the coming week are out, and they promise a wild journey. For starters, Sunny's medical situation forces him to make a life-changing decision. Meanwhile, Alexis is at a crossroads. Does she choose forgiveness or revenge? Watch out for Jack Brennan's emotions conflicting with his professional goals. What will he ultimately decide? Charlotte makes her choice, and Sunny makes a decision. The week begins with Charlotte finally deciding whose parents she will live with. Until now, she had been on the run with Valentin. But now that Lulu is awake, she wants to bring her daughter home. Will Charlotte decide to return with her mother? We will find out soon. General Hospital spoilers reveal that whatever Charlotte decides, Valentin and Lulu will accept it. Back in Port Charles, Sunny has a medical issue. He realizes that something is wrong with his heart. The understanding draws his attention to Alexis's advice to leave the mob. But Jason declines the invitation to take his place. How will this influence Sunny's choice to retire? Alexis will have to deal with some contradictory emotions. She wishes to resolve the conflict between Molly and Christina. Her desire for vengeance against Ava, on the other hand, will begin to interfere. Jack is torn about Carly Michael and Willow's custody clash. Next, Jack Brennan will feel divided between his own secret goals and his growing love for Carly. Needless to say, his agendas and a life with Crowley Spencer are on opposing sides of the spectrum. If he has to choose, what will he do? Joss is thrown for a loop when she learns of Dex's autopsy results. Knowing about the digitalis overdose will strengthen her drive to discover the truth. Will she be able to figure out the truth? Meanwhile, Sasha has changed her mind about leaving Port Charles. However, staying back will have its own set of challenges, particularly because she will have to cope with numerous snoopers at the Q mansion. Speaking of the QS, Michael and Willow's custody fight will get underway, and Carly will support Michael in his efforts to win custody of his children. Willow and Drew will struggle to avoid each other. As a result of their near proximity, viewers might expect Nina to become agitated. Can she stop it? We should also add that Chad Duel is expected to leave in early 2025. So the future episodes will begin setting the framework for it. Will Willow leave with Drew? Today's General Hospital spoilers tease an uncertain future. Drew has a significant request for Willow, Michael asks Sasha a favor, Ava begs Alexis for aid, Valentin fights back against Lulu and Dante while a sniper shoots them, Sunny struggles for his life, and Anna delivers a crucial warning. Willow's life has been flipped upside down by her romance with Drew, but working at the hospital allows her to find stability and sanity. Drew sees her there and asks her an important question. What are you saying? He inquires. Come to D.C.? Would Willow contemplate uprooting her life and relocating to Washington, D.C.? With the newly elected congressman? Sasha wants to leave Port Charles, but it appears like Michael needs something from her first. I'll agree to your plan, he continues, but I need you to do something for me in return. Is this the moment Sasha finally admits she's pregnant? Ava was surprised to learn that the Cassadines had stolen all Nicholas had left her in the divorce settlement, and the fact that Alexis is in charge brings her back to the attorney. So please give it back to me, Ava asks. But, given by Alexis' bemused expression, that's unlikely. Valentin refuses to allow Lulu and Dante return Charlotte to Port Charles. If you think I won't make a scene in front of my daughter, you are sadly mistaken, he says with a smile. However, outside the cafe, a strange individual takes aim with a sniper rifle and fires through the window at the trio. While shadowboxing at the gym, Sunny experienced another round of chest pain and fell to the mat. As he lies there gripping his chest, the mobster's life flashes before his gaze. Will he be okay? Since Emma arrived to Port Charles, Anna has taken her granddaughter under her wing to protect her, and she is very clear about her goals to one person in particular. Emma is off limits. She makes a clear announcement. But whom is she warning, and will they listen? Heart problems and mob departures, the shocking changes that could reunite Carson. General Hospital spoilers and updates show that Sonny Corinthos is ready to go on a deep reflection about his life and the priorities that actually count. Given the latest event in which he collapsed at the boxing gym, it's evident that he has to address some serious health issues and possibly minimize the stress in his life. General Hospital spoilers, something good could come out of this disaster despite the chaos, there may be a silver lining to this disaster. In the next weeks, Sonny is about to go on a new journey, and his severe heart conditions may force him to leave the mafia. This could lead to a complete withdrawal from that environment, allowing him to enjoy a tranquil life and devote more time to his family in retirement. We foresee a dramatic transition for Sonny, which could have an impact on his love aspirations. The program has been attempting to foster a relationship between Sonny and Natalia Ramirez, but it appears that this connection is struggling to take off. GH spoilers, Natalia Ramirez and Sonny Corinthos don't get it. Natalia and Sonny have struggled to win the hearts of admirers on social media, owing to a lack of chemistry. This could provide an opportunity for the GH writers to pursue new love options for Sonny. Could Sonny and Carly Spencer restart their romance? It's worth mentioning that Carly and Jack Brennan are gradually developing feelings for each other, but their future together is uncertain. There is plenty of room for unexpected twists and turns to build drama. Furthermore, Brennan is keeping certain secrets about his plans in Port Charles, which may hinder their developing friendship. General Hospital spoilers, Jack Brennan's secrets won't sit well with Carly Spencer if Brennan is concealing immoral actions that threaten to derail this romance. Carly may eventually find solace in Sonny's embrace and possibly his bed. Carly staged a night of intimacy with Agent John Jagger Cates to provide Sonny an alibi on the night of his tragic death, generating whispers of a possible reunion between the two. While the reunion has yet to take place, it is possible that the story has simply been postponed rather than fully rewritten. Sonny's chronic health concerns, combined with his departure from the mob, may entice him to return to Carly. It is possible that they will co-parent Donna Corinthos as a couple again in the future. As Eva LaRue of General Hospital reveals her true age, she marvels, "Oof. Some of those years seemed rough." Eva LaRue, Natalia, from General Hospital has been in the profession for almost 35 years, and while some actresses are hesitant to reveal their age, she isn't one of them, as evidenced by a recent Instagram post. A day after her December 27th birthday, the ABC soap star posted a video including several photographs of herself throughout the years. LaRue commented on articles with the hashtag #ThisIs58, which appeared to be a way to say farewell to 57. One more year around the sun completed. Oof, some of those years looked rough. The film began with a portrait of her at the age of 25 in 1991 and progressed through each year until 2023, when she was 57. "Thanks to the amazing soul that created this video," she added. "Whoever you are." Some of her castmates, past and present, came out to give their assessment of the content, as Finola Hughes, Anna, cheered, "You look fab, better than ever." Aidan Turner, who played Aidan on the Pine Valley soap, stated, "Holy montage of amazing pics of beautiful you," while the bold and the beautiful Alan Windsor Harmon, ex-Thorne, added, "You look exactly as you did my first day on AMC." In case you didn't know, Harmon played Del on All My Children for 2 years before obtaining his major CBS soap role. "We agree with the stars, 58 looks fantastic on LaRue." Felicia's Intel, Charlotte's Choice, Sonny's Fate, and Michael's Advantage. The General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 3rd, 2025 are here. In tomorrow's episode, Felicia Scorpio will learn information from Sasha Gilmore Corbin. Next on General Hospital, Charlotte Cassadine makes a choice. Sonny Corinthos considers his future. Michael Corinthos also tries to take advantage of a situation. General Hospital spoilers, Charlotte Cassadine's choice. GH spoilers for Friday, January 3rd hint that Charlotte will make a decision. Valentin Cassadine and Charlotte disappeared following the Prague Cafe incident, but their story is far from done. Charlotte is pictured crying in a parked car with Valentin during the GH teaser for Friday's episode. Her father tries to persuade her that she must obey his rules to keep safe. Well, Valentin, perhaps Charlotte is bored of not having a true life. Even though Charlotte adores her father and does not want him to be alone, she deserves to have the life of a typical adolescent. So Charlotte might opt to go with Lulu Spencer after all. Of course, without a teenager to worry about, Valentin will be able to slip under the radar more easily. GH spoilers, Lulu Spencer's rage. While Valentin is speaking with Charlotte, Lulu expresses her frustration in a Prague hotel room. Lulu yells at Dante Falconeri, claiming that this was her only chance to reclaim Charlotte. Lulu seethes as she blames Dante for sabotaging her one chance to reunite with her daughter. In typical soap form, this is most likely the point at which Charlotte enters Lulu's hotel room. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 3rd state that Sasha has a conversation with Felicia. Sasha will inform Felicia that there is something she should know. It's unclear whether Sasha will tell Felicia about Michael. However, Sasha might inform Felicia that she intends to return to the Hamptons. GH spoilers Friday, January 3rd, 2025 On Friday, January 3rd, Michael will try to capitalize on an advantage at Aurora. Meanwhile, Sonny has to consider his future following Isaiah Gannon's cardiac warning. When Sonny seeks to make a change in the business, Jason Morgan says nay. Curtis Ashford also spoke with Nina Reeves about Carly Spencer. The air in Port Charles was thick with murmurs of secrets, and at the center of it all was the looming storm over mom and family. Brooklyn Quartermain's sophisticated appearance concealed her continuous troubles to conceive with Harrison Chase. The couple's once vibrant desire of having a child had become to feel like a distant star that they might never reach. Brooklyn stood in the dark light of the Quartermain mansion's library, peering at the medical brochures she had spread out on the mahogany table. Each page had options for IVF, surrogacy, and adoption. Despite Chase's encouraging smile earlier that morning, she could feel a growing gap between them, the weight of repeated disappointments taking its toll. "This isn't what I planned for us," she whispered to herself, running her fingers over the edge of the Overcoming Infertility booklet. Meanwhile, Sasha Gilmore sat at a downtown cafe, holding a warm mug of herbal tea. She looked down at the pregnancy test she'd taken earlier that day, which was still discreetly tucked in her purse. The instant Sasha saw those two pink lines, her world shifted off axis. It wasn't a planned pregnancy, and she certainly didn't expect to navigate it alone. The baby was the outcome of a single night with Michael Corinthos, which had far-reaching ramifications that neither of them had foreseen. But Michael had his own set of issues, including his failing marriage to Willow. "What should I do now?" Sasha muttered, her breath misting the window as she looked out at the busy streets. Port Charles always appeared alive, but her inward conflict made everything subdued. She felt distant and like an outsider in her own life. The unlikely collision. These two women's paths crossed one fateful afternoon at General Hospital, one yearning to have a child, the other wondering if she could rear one. Brooklyn had just returned from another round of meetings with her reproductive expert, her irritation and sadness visible in the brusque way she held her luggage. Sasha was in the same waiting area, visibly worried as she carelessly fiddled with the hem of her sweatshirt. "Brooklyn?" Sasha spoke tentatively, seeing her old acquaintance. Brooklyn looked up, her face softening slightly. "Sasha." "Hey. How are you?" "Good," Sasha lied. The awkward silence that followed was deafening until Brooklyn's curiosity overcame her. "Are you here for something serious?" she asked. Sasha paused, selecting her words carefully. "Just checking on a few items. Nothing major." She hastily shifted the subject. "You look like you've had a bad day. Is everything okay?" Brooklyn sighed. "It's just, life. Chase and I are attempting to have a baby, but it's been complicated." Sasha's expression shifted. Compassion combined with hesitation. "I am sad to hear that. I understand how much you wanted a family." Sasha briefly pondered telling Brooklyn about her own pregnancy. But the words stayed in her throat. Was it too early? Is this too complicated? A secret revelation. Days later, Sasha finds herself back at the Quartermain mansion. She had come to see Michael, but the tension between them was evident. "We need to talk," she stated forcefully, standing in the large living room as Michael closed the door behind them. Michael's eyebrows furrowed. "Is there something wrong?" "I'm pregnant," Sasha admitted, barely above a whisper. Michael froze while comprehending the words. "Are you sure?" She nodded. "I don't expect anything from you, Michael. I just thought you should know." Michael sighed deeply as he ran his hand over his hair. This is a lot to take in." "I get that," Sasha answered softly. "I don't even know what I'm going to do yet." Brooklyn had overheard a portion of their talk as she passed by the room. Her heart was beating as she paused in her tracks. Was Sasha pregnant? And what about Michael's baby? The ramifications struck her like a freight train. The proposal. A few days later, Brooklyn couldn't stop thinking about Sasha. She replayed the scene in her mind, thinking what it would be like to cradle a baby, even if it wasn't her own. Driven by desperation and a sense of opportunity, she determined to confront Sasha. "Sasha, I need to talk to you," Brooklyn said as she approached her in the hospital corridor. "Of course. What up?" Sasha inquired, slightly suspicious. Brooklyn hesitated but continued on. "I overheard you and Michael the other day. I know you are pregnant." Sasha blushed with embarrassment. I didn't mean for anyone to find out yet." "I apologize for eavesdropping," Brooklyn replied immediately. "But I couldn't stop thinking about it." "Sasha, if you're not sure about keeping the kid, I'd want to propose something." Sasha's eyes widened. "What are you saying?" "If you decide you're not ready to parent the baby," Brooklyn said tentatively, "Chase and I would be proud to adopt them. We've been trying for a long time, and it's been difficult." Sasha's initial reaction was one of shock and perplexity. "Brooklyn, this is a lot. I have no idea how to respond to that." "Just think about it," Brooklyn said. "I'm not trying to put pressure on you. I believe there is a solution that will benefit both of us. A chance to provide this baby with a stable, loving home. The decision. Sasha debated her decision for several weeks. She sought guidance from her closest friends and even went to counseling sessions to work through her emotions. Meanwhile, Brooklyn and Chase became increasingly optimistic, cautiously preparing for the possibility that their goal of parenting may finally come true. Sasha eventually made her decision. She called Brooklyn and asked her to meet in the park. "I've thought about your offer," Sasha said, her voice firm but emotional. "I think it's the right thing to do. For the baby, and for myself." Brooklyn's eyes were filled with tears. "You don't understand what this means to us." "Thank you, Sasha. Truly. A new beginning." The months that followed were a blur of planning, legal paperwork, and emotional ups and downs. Sasha remained involved, attending doctor's appointments and keeping Brooklyn and Chase informed about the baby's progress. Despite the unusual circumstances, the three of them developed a unique friendship. When the day arrived and Sasha delivered a healthy baby girl, the room was filled with tears and joy. Brooklyn cradled the newborn in her arms, her heart full of thanks and love. Sasha, watching from her hospital bed, felt a bittersweet sense of calm. She knew she had made the correct decision, not only for herself, but also for the kid she had given birth to. As the drama of Port Charles continued to swirl around them, this shared act of love and sacrifice became a bright spot, a reminder that even in a chaotic town, family and hope can still win. Dramatic turmoil and legal battles are brewing in Port Charles. The lives of Port Charles inhabitants are never easy, and new changes likely to exacerbate tensions, deepen rivalries, and forge surprising partnerships. Drew Quartermain, a man caught up in a maelstrom of emotional, professional, and legal issues, finds himself at the heart of several conflicts. As Drew navigates these turbulent waters, the drama in Port Charles heats up, exposing hidden agendas and sparking new connections. Drew's determination and Willow's custody struggle. Drew Quartermain continues to support his loyal buddy, a devoted mother facing a legal struggle over her child. Drew provides steadfast support, but he also has his own legal issues. Drew recognizes the need for expert aid and seeks the advice of a seasoned lawyer to strengthen his case. The relationship between Drew and his selected attorney becomes critical. Both are aware of the high stakes involved, not only for Willow but also for Drew's complicated professional problems. This cooperation has the potential to change the dynamic, especially as Drew's drive to fight for justice grows. A clash of titans, Drew versus a fearsome adversary. One of Drew's most significant challenges is a family adversary, whose cunning and often vicious tactics have caught Drew off guard. Drew, unwilling to succumb to deception, uses his legal ally to resist the brazen attempts being made against him. During this dispute, sparks erupt between two unlikely characters, Drew's legal attorney and his main adversary. The intense disagreements and verbal sparring spark an unanticipated bond, indicating the possibility of a new love dynamic. This new partnership, however, is far from straightforward. Both individuals are thoroughly established in opposing camps, resulting in an unusual combination of chemistry and conflict. The fallout at Aurora Media. Drew also has challenges in the professional arena. The impact from a recent corporate defeat at Aurora Media has strained his connections with former allies. A once strong relationship with a vital associate has been stressed to the breaking point, changing companionship into animosity. Tensions rise as Drew prepares for a possible court battle. Drew constructs his case painstakingly, guided by his legal advisor, desperate to retake his position and restore balance. The conflict of views and the pursuit of justice foreshadow explosive confrontations and high-stakes courtroom drama. Fractured friendships and unexpected alliances. Drew's conflict with a former close buddy escalates as old scars resurface. Miscommunication and conflicting interests have harmed what was once a trusting and mutually respectful relationship. Drew's troubles become even more complicated as his relationship deteriorates, pushing him to face tough facts. Drew, on the other hand, makes unlikely allies. These new connections bring moments of joy and optimism, demonstrating that even amid the worst of times, bonds can form and become stronger. Ripple effect across Port Charles. Drew's legal fights have sent shockwaves through the community, affecting not just those directly involved, but also their family and friends. The merging of personal and professional issues has a ripple effect, with everyone in Port Charles affected in some manner. As secrets and intentions are uncovered, Port Charles inhabitants are forced to confront their own decisions and the consequences that follow. Loyalties are tested, alliances are reconfigured, and the distinction between friend and adversary becomes more hazy. A new chapter for Drew Quartermain. For Drew, this period of turbulence marks a watershed moment. As he battles for what he considers to be right, he begins on a personal voyage of discovery. The obstacles he experiences test him to the limit, but they also give opportunities for growth and transformation. Drew is ready to face any challenge with his legal ally by his side. The road ahead is filled with challenges, but Drew's resilience and tenacity ensure that he will emerge stronger, regardless of the outcome. The future of Port Charles. As the drama unfolds, the people of Port Charles prepare for what's to come. Relationships will be tested, secrets will be disclosed, and the community will be irreversibly altered. Drew Quartermain's quest is only one piece of the broader jigsaw, but it serves as a reminder that nothing is what it seems in Port Charles. Stay tuned as the story continues to unfold, promising more twists, turns, and unforgettable moments in the coming weeks. The drama in Port Charles is far from done, and the next chapter looks to be even more riveting. A mother's struggle, Alexis faces an impossible choice. Alexis Davis has always been the glue that holds her family together, but reuniting her children, Christina and Molly, has proved more difficult than expected. Old wounds, miscommunication, and unsolved emotions continue to separate the sisters. This week, Alexis is caught between focusing on her girls and dealing with Ava Jerome's provocations. Ava, who is renowned for stirring up problems, rekindles Alexis's rage over old grudges. The emotional tug-of-war drives Alexis to consider her priorities, seeking vengeance or rebuilding her damaged family. Sonny Corinthos confronts mortality. Sonny Corinthos, a pillar of strength in Port Charles, is facing a life-changing moment following a health crisis. While working out at the gym, Sonny experiences acute chest pains that leave him visibly disturbed. Though he escapes the trauma, it acts as a harsh reminder of his weakness. As Sonny recovers, he considers his future and the legacy he wants to leave behind. The stress of his criminal empire, combined with his growing age, forces him to ponder abandoning the perilous life he's created. However, releasing power is not an easy feat. Jason Morgan is the obvious candidate to inherit Sonny's empire, but Jason may decline, placing Sonny in a problem. This choice might spark a power struggle among those seeking for authority, with ramifications for his family and supporters. The dangerous situation of Charlotte Cassadine in Prague. The Cassadine family drama reaches a boiling point in Prague, thousands of miles away. A bullet pierces through the window of a local cafe, just missing its intended victim and shattering its tranquil appearance. Charlotte Cassadine is at the center of this upheaval, torn between her parents' competing aspirations for her safety. Lulu Spencer is determined to bring her daughter home, believing she will be secure in her care. Meanwhile, Valentin Cassadine maintains that Charlotte is safer with him. Valentin's near-death experience causes him to reconsider his options. Will he let Lulu take Charlotte back to Port Charles, or will he run, risking capture in the process? The choice could have long-term consequences for the Cassadine family. Sasha's bold decision and Michael's increasing struggles. Sasha Gilmore Corbin, still hurting from recent losses, seeks to establish roots in Port Charles. This decision becomes even more important when she faces the obstacles of bearing Michael Corinthos' kid. The pregnancy adds to Sasha's already difficult existence, yet her fortitude comes through. Meanwhile, Michael finds himself in the midst of several confrontations. Willow's prospective acceptance of an offer from Drew Quartermain adds gasoline to the flames in their custody battle for their kid. Though Michael still has feelings for Willow, her actions cause him to dig in his heels and fight harder for his parental rights. Carly, the concerned mother, steps in to help Michael. However, her presence tends to worsen matters, particularly since Nina Reeves is also tugging strings from the sidelines. This tug-of-war between Carly and Nina threatens to spin out of hand, trapping Michael in the crossfire. Brennan's blunder, clean up the fallout. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Jack Brennan finds himself in hot water after a string of bad decisions. His reckless deeds reverberate throughout the neighborhood, garnering the ire of both friends and opponents. As Jack scrambles to clean up the mess, his decisions may lead to unexpected consequences that influence everyone around him. Sonny's health crisis sparks reflection. After falling at the boxing gym, Sonny Corinthos is forced to face his mortality. The once invincible crime lord now faces what appear to be major cardiac problems. This medical situation serves as a wake-up call, forcing Sonny to reevaluate the decisions that have shaped his life. Sonny has spent decades immersed in the dangerous and stressful world of organized crime. However, this current obstacle may push him to leave the mob entirely. Sonny's priorities may shift to his family and personal well-being, opening the path for a calm and retired existence. The effect on Sonny's love life. As Sonny reassesses his goals, his love life is likely to suffer. Recently, the show has highlighted Sonny and Natalia Ramirez's growing romance. Despite their plot, the two characters' chemistry has failed to connect with audiences. Social media buzz indicates that fans aren't sold on their pairing, opening the door to fresh love options. This change in Sonny's trajectory may lead him back to familiar territory, his ex-wife Carly Spencer. Although Carly has been feeling a connection with Jack Brennan, their relationship is still in its early stages, with lots of possibility for surprises. Brennan's hidden motive and possibly criminal activities could jeopardize their romance. Jack Brennan's secrets and Carly's struggle. Jack Brennan has gradually risen to prominence in Carly's life, but his presence in Port Charles is shrouded in mystery. If Carly discovers Brennan's involvement in dubious operations, their blossoming relationship may be strained. Such revelations may leave Carly vulnerable and looking for refuge. In times of emotional hardship, Carly has frequently gone to Sonny. The lasting bond between them may reappear, particularly if circumstances force them back into each other's circle. Their common past and profound affinity could reignite, paving the way for a possible reunion. Revisiting Sonny and Carly's past. The history of Sonny and Carly is both passionate and turbulent. Carly recently claimed to sleep with Sonny to offer him an alibi during the inquiry into Agent John Jaggerkate's death. While the ruse did not result in a quick reconciliation, people speculated that a reunion was still possible. If Sonny's health forces him to leave the mafia, he may miss the steadiness of family life. This transformation may naturally bring him closer to Carly, who remains a pivotal presence in his life. They might work together to raise Donna Corinthos while renewing their connection. A path to redemption and renewal. Sonny's prospective retirement from organized crime represents a watershed moment in his character's development. This transition may help him to restore relationships damaged by his previous lifestyle. Carly, who was once one of Sonny's greatest loves, may find herself drawn into his search for forgiveness. At the same time, Jack Brennan's secrets could be revealed, leaving Carly rethinking her decisions and seeking solace in Sonny's familiar arms. The prospect of a love do-over is an enticing potential for longtime watchers who have followed Sonny and Carly's story. What does the future hold for Port Charles? As Sonny Corinthos goes through this period of contemplation and change, the ripple effects will be seen across Port Charles. Will he genuinely leave the mafia behind, and how will this decision affect his relationships? Could Carly and Sonny reconcile, or will fresh problems keep them apart? Fans of General Hospital should expect a roller coaster of emotions as Sonny's transition develops. With love shocks and familial strife on the horizon, viewers can expect gripping twists that will keep them fascinated. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.